So bearded dragons, if you're thinking about getting a bearded dragon, this is the video for you to watch. This is a little bit of information about them, where they're from, why they're called bearded dragons, what kind of lighting they need, all of that good stuff. So as you can see here, Magma, this is his enclosure, custom built enclosure. I'm up so he can get close to the heat. He has places to hide from the heat in case he gets too hot. UVB light helps them to absorb all of that. If not, they can have issues like metabolic bone disease and all of these. There's a lot of issues if they don't have those lights. It can stunt their growth, it can give them growth deformities, etc., etc. As they grow, so as a bearded dragon grows, they need less bugs per week and they eat more lettuce, leafy greens, veggies, all that kind of stuff. So I kind of say to kids, if your parents eat salad, right? Because most kids are like, ew, salad. So if your parents eat salad, and you know, we have, let's say, croutons on our salad. So Magma, as a bearded dragon, eats salad too, but his croutons are crickets or mealworms, something crunchy that he absolutely loves. Bugs. Usually he doesn't get that many. He doesn't get them too often, but he would love to eat them every single day. He gets them a couple times a week. Because like I said, as adults, they eat more veggies versus babies who eat a lot of bugs. So bearded dragons, they are actually, you can find them in Australia. That's where they're natural to. Bearded dragons love the heat. They love bugs too. I'm kind of spoiling Magma a little bit right now by giving him a bunch of bugs. And did you guys know a really cool fact about bearded dragons that I love to tell people, especially kids, is that bearded dragons actually have a third eye. On the top of their head about right here, it's an eye that can't see like these eyes, but it can sense. So if he was in the Australian outback sitting on a tree and a bird tried to have him for lunch, that third eye would alert him and say, run, 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 there's something overhead. So here, if he was a wild beardie, we do this exercise all the time, so it doesn't really mean anything to him anymore. But if he was a wild beardie, this going above their heads, even not even just wild bearded dragons, but a lot of bearded dragons, that's why they say you should have a front opening enclosure for them. Because coming from above overhead can be very threatening, which can make them defensive, and you know, their beard can puff up. And that's why they're called bearded dragons, right? Because their beard puffs up really big and it turns black. And it's a defense mechanism to look bigger than they actually are. Actually, right now is a really good example. Look at, he's pancaking. Hi, buddy. What's wrong? Pancaking, it's all right, buddy. It's okay. Is a term used when bearded dragon flattens its body, making it look large, flat, and circular, like a pancake. Hi, buddy. The reason behind pancaking is to help with heat absorption. Bearded dragons are ectothermic, like all reptiles. Ectothermic means they need the environment to help maintain their body heat. So they're cold-blooded, and naturally, they can't produce their own body heat naturally. So they have to have different lights and things to keep them warm. And all bearded dragons, guys, they all need a UVB bulb. Now, what is a UVB bulb? That is this light right here. It goes all the way up and down his enclosure, so it hits him everywhere he is. So a UVB bulb for reptiles allows the synthesis of vitamin D3, which helps to absorb calcium. So in the wild, naturally, where are you going? Oh, the camera's freaking you out, huh? Come here. So in the wild, naturally, Magma would get this light here from the sun. But clearly, because we live in Connecticut, that's not possible, because he would actually freeze. It would be bad if he was outside. He wouldn't survive here. It's just clearly it's not hot enough. It's way too cold. Huh, buddy? It wouldn't be good. So here in our care, he has to have a UVB bulb, as well as the heat lamp for the day. And at nighttime, when we turn this off, the CHE bulb goes on, so it emits heat also, but there's no light like that. Huh, buddy? So bearded dragons, guys, they actually don't like friends. They love human friends, but they are a solitary animal, meaning they don't like to live with other bearded dragons. So Magma actually was a rescue to us also. Someone contacted me and said, I have this bearded dragon. He's evil. He's mean. He's all the negative things you can imagine. She said, he bites me. He does this. He does that. Well, if you met Magma, you know it's the farthest from the truth now. But we come to find out, Magma was actually being housed in a 40-gallon tank with another male Beardie, which is a recipe for disaster. First of all, People argue what size, tanks a bearded dragon should have. They, like to have the larger size for them, bigger than a 40. A lot of people recommend bigger, more than 40 gallons for a bearded dragon. So having 2 males in a very small tank, all they were doing, they were just fighting each other. They were stressed out. It was a hard time for him. That's why he was so miserable. But now, he's great. He's not so sure about this camera. Hi, buddy. Actually, let me see if well, it's all right. You're all right. It's just me. It's just me. I know you're not sure about this thing, huh? So Magma was living in a constant state of stress. That's why he was all of those things, mean and scared and bitey, because he just was so scared. He was scared. Like this, having another male bearded dragon is very threatening. They do not like friends, so do not get your bearded dragon a friend. They just thrive on human attention. They can actually bond to their owners, unlike some reptiles. People say they can't do that. Bearded dragons can. They love their humans. Some of them even like dogs. Some of them they attach to things, to people. And a crazy fact also is that bearded dragons, although they are small in stature and they have very short little legs, they can actually run 9 miles an hour, which is really fast considering... Where is he going? Guess I'm boring him. Considering they are so small. Where are you going? Where are you going? Some people debate about bearded dragons. They shouldn't be put on sand. That sand can cause impactions, complications, whatever. Personally, we believe they're from Australia. They live on the sand in the wild. So why can't we duplicate what they live on naturally? We have never had an issue, not even with the babies. And I know some people will probably shake their head at me saying this and debate me and fight me over it. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I'll give you that. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. For us, it works. Magma's happy. We're happy. Little Shakespeare over there, he's happy. So you got to do what works for you. There's going to be a million opinions. There's going to be so many opinions. Do what works for you. Just do where it works best for you and your animals. If it works, keep doing it. Well, guys, hopefully I didn't bore you too much talking about bearded dragon facts. But if you guys watched today and learned a few facts, that's awesome. If you listened to me this whole time, that's even better. That's great. Do you have a bearded dragon? What are some cool things that your bearded dragon does? Post down in the comments. Tell me what your bearded dragon does. We love to hear, read your guys' comments and see what you guys have to say about your animals. And as always, thanks for listening, guys. See you next time. Bye.